Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Universe video. And in this video, I wanted to give you guys some tips for maximizing score and roster battle. But first, I want to show you guys that we actually completed the Flair a pair event. Not really that hard. If you have a guy at like 550 power, you shouldn't have a problem with this. A lot of energy to do, probably not worth actually sitting for, unless you don't mind paying gold for energy. But I want to talk about a game mode called roster battles. Now, pay special attention, and this is going to be very important for progression in the future, but pay attention to these multipliers. Big Show, Wrestlemania Batista, and Classic Superstar. Keep in mind, Batista also counts as a Classic Superstar, so you're actually going to get 205% when you use it. So, as you can see by the modifiers here, Batista does get 5%. If you use the other Batista. The WrestleMania 35 Batista gets a 200% bonus. So characters like Undertaker, a bronze Batista also gets 205%. Big Show gets 100%. Sid gets 5%. So yeah, if they're in the Classic class, not Hall of Fame, you can actually use those characters. IRS also counts as Classic, so if you see the WWE border, it counts. As far as women go, I'm not sure who actually counts as Classic. The Bellas, I guess. Brie Bella. I guess Nikki Bella does not, which is kind of weird. I don't know why Brie Bella does. Maybe it's an older skin. But so you want to tap into play for your first match. First match is usually super easy. Pay special attention to the tag match. This is where you need to actually have your guys either close or one just dominating the other. And if you have to, watch an ad to get that 5% modifier. You can see the women's match doesn't really matter. You're always going to get 100 base score, but because we're using both Batista and Big Show and The Rock, we actually get 510 score extra and not just 100. So pay attention to those modifiers because you actually get like 500% score. Like Batista will actually give you 300%. And Big Show will give you 200%, basically how it works. So now, here's something that's very important for maximizing your score. You need to wait out the timer until your energy fills up for your first streak in the multiplier. Always try to utilize your time, but make sure you always fight a battle with about 40 seconds left to go. This is super important if you have to watch an ad to get that 5% modifier. So we're going to let the time run down until we get full energy. And then we will pick right back up, and we'll continue to do this as long as we can play. Okay, so our energy is filling up in about 5 seconds, and this is when you want to actually go for the 2-win streak, because it doesn't matter when you go once you hit the 6-minute mark. It does toughen up after this, and you have to pretty much time it pretty quickly, but you can see we're going to beat The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Becky Lynch, and we should win the tag match without any issues whatsoever. Okay, so now watch our score, as now we're at 793, up from what we had, because of the multiplier. So now you can see that there's about a 12-second difference between what you actually get for energy and the win streak number 3 to expire. So you probably don't want to take the full amount, but to maximize your score, wait the timeout as much as you can. You can get a multiplier of about 8 or 9 if you're a little bit patient. Okay, so now we see that there's about a 13-second difference between the battle energy refilling and the expiration. So you have to pay a little bit careful attention to the timer. You don't want to get caught without too much time left. So we're going to go in about 2 seconds. And there we go. So our energy is full. We're going to hit the play button. So we're going to do another match. We're going to find an opponent, and this should be an easy win as well. And the match that matters is the tag match, because that's where we're going to get the most of our score. So on our third win, we got 976 points, which is not that much. But you also have to keep in mind you have to maximize your score. So you can see that the energy is going to refill again about 6 seconds before the timer goes out. So we can't go as quick as we did. Have to slow it down a little bit. Okay, so now you can see that the timer is at 43 seconds, so we're going to want to hit play at this point, because we don't want to take too long if we have to watch an ad. to get the advantage. So here you can see John Cena is going to have the advantage. Shayna Baszler, Asuka is going to beat us. But we should win the tag match, so we're not going to watch an ad. And there you go. So we ended up winning that 3-2. We still got the 12-10. Again, the main point that matters is Batista and Big Show winning. Not so much The Rock, because you're not going to get that much score. So now you can see there's about 8 minutes and 45 seconds in order to keep the streak. Again, you kind of want to wait it out as long as you can just to maximize the streak and go for the most points. And you want to go at about the 45-second mark. That way you have enough time to load in and react if you have to watch an ad. So once again, we're going to fast forward the time and be back with the next battle. Okay, so now that we got the timer run down, once again, we're going to go at the 45-second mark in case we have to spend 30 seconds watching an ad, giving us enough time to actually do the match. So we're going to hit play, and our opponent, we could probably win the tag match, so let's just go. We did beat The Miz, that's pretty important, and we did win the tag match as expected. So now we got 1,708 points for having a 5-match win streak, and this is when the score starts getting out of control once you get more. So you can see we still have about 7.5 minutes for the win streak, and we're still at almost 4 energy by waiting all the time out. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but as long as you can maintain a win streak, it's the best way to actually spend your energy. And while you're waiting, you can always watch ads and spend gold, or do some other matchups. There's a lot you can do in 7 minutes. Okay, so now that we're at the 45-second mark, we're going to do another battle. You can see we're still at full 4 energy with a 5 win streak. So Triple H is going to beat us. Becky Lynch is going to lose. We're going to actually watch an ad here because we have a high chance of losing this fight. Probably still have a chance of losing this tag match without watching the ad. And this is where you need to have that 45-second match. Okay, so we actually ended up losing that match, but you guys kind of get the idea of how to maximize your score with roster battles. Make sure you wait until about 45 seconds before you actually go into the next match. As you see, we were still at 3 battle energy, and if we would have won that match, we could have easily got to like a 10 or 11 streak. So by doing this, you can maximize your roster battle score, and you can actually go for characters like Silver Lita. The number 2 ranks, I think, are hackers, which is why they have such ridiculous score, and I think that needs to be addressed at some point. But there's no reason why with some grinding you can't get a Silver Lita, why you can't at least get a Bronze Lita in the top 100. Once this game goes global, the rankings are probably going to be a little bit looser, I'm hoping. Like maybe 1 to 10 for a gold, 2 to 100 for a silver, and like 101 to 1,000 for a bronze. We'll have to see on that. But if you like this video on maximizing your roster battle score in WWE Universe, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other WWE Universe videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, my Instagram, which is HollywoodShonoGod, and if you would like to apply to my club, and you can score at least where Cam is, leave your comments down below, and I'll try to send you an invite. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, kid. www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!